set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go play action with Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Arcega-Whiteside.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the Colts are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Anthony Barr in on the tackle. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for Indy. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To the right side, this is Taylor. Oh, he sheds himself free. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and get.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down again. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Hurts.
Flushed out right. His throw is going to be incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
It's a second down run with Sanders. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's when your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. We had a field goal range. Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
On first down, Hurts.
It's caught by Sanders. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big play there for Philly.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, we've seen a few moments like this in the first half already from this defense. You know you're going to give up some catches, but it's what they do after the catch that's really been hurting them. And it does again right there.
Throwing is Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. Touchdown! Miles Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, the first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 7. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
Open space inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 10.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Colts pick it up. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are the mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 1.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
In the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Able to get there and pick it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing just outside his own goal line. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They go play action with Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, Make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. He'll drop to throw.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And some space here. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts 33.
79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Escaping the pressure right.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. To wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Room here to run. And all the way down to the 26. 58 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries in the ballgame. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Hurts. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll get this down to the 10.
But I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Buying time to his left. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
74 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position, no one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
They'll set up to throw.
And he'll find Pittman.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Explosion leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
Back again up